So we're at the Baobab Center, which is where we started shooting our documentary about a year ago. We're in Rome. One of the challenges that we face with No Borders, the documentary we're working on, is because we're shooting with people who are usually illegal immigrants. They don't like to have cameras around. So I'm always a bit worried when we go on location about how people are going to react. There's always a lot of confusion in these spaces, a lot of stuff happening. This creates a lot of issues for us because you can't have that many things that you can't control moving around a VR sphere because it creates nightmares in post-production.
We didn't know if we would have found anyone here to film. You know, it's difficult already shooting a doc because you have very little control on the environment. But when you're shooting 360 video, you don't have control on the cameras either. You cannot follow the action, you just place your cameras, run off and hide, and hope that you've chosen the right spot. They used to use this environment inside the building to house refugees and to handle supplies and everything. We don't know what the situation we're going to find inside, but we'll try and climb and open the door from inside so that we can grab some shots and see how the environment has changed since last time we came.
We're in what was once the Baobab Center. We climbed in. We wanted to see how it is now that it's been dismantled. So as you can see now, it's no more.
So it's quite different to direct VR experiences than to direct regular movies. You haven't got a frame that excludes what's outside from what's inside. Everything's inside. It removes an important part of the filmmaking process.
Cutting, cutaways gives the rhythm. Here you have to build the rhythm in a completely different way.
So if you remove also the power of editing, then you're basically stuck with the same tools that you got in theater. And so the actors must be the ones that take control of user attention.
So sometimes I feel a relief when after shooting VR I go back to shooting regular stuff because that's where I'm comfortable with.
All of your tricks and all of that cinematic language that you know, or just about all of it, you really need to kind of leave that at the door, and you need to think about telling a narrative more in relation to experience. The easiest thing to do is to just think about how you observe things in your everyday life. It helps when trying to build a narrative to try thinking about if there was a person watching this in this room, well, where would they be? If you can focus on that, then you'll be able to much more successfully tell a narrative in VR. Even though it's not conceptually that hard to understand that, it's difficult to construct that.
We've just received some exciting news. No Borders, our documentary, is going to the Venice Film Festival. It's very exciting for us to be among the first to bring this new technology, virtual reality, to the oldest film festival in the world. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of all-nighters, but hopefully we won't lose too much sleep over it.